Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Friday, September 29th, 2017. Today is Friday, and it begins with a free game. A good one, too. The original 1997 release of Fallout is now free until noon tomorrow, directly from Steam, so be sure to get yours while you still can. Next up is some sad news. The Wii Shop channel is shutting down in January 2019. Starting next year in March, you will no longer be able to add Wii points to your account. After this time, anybody who did buy anything for their Wii or Wii U will still be able to download it and play it as much as you like. In other Nintendo news, ARMS has gotten its 3.1 update, bringing a bunch of balance changes to most of the fighters. If you want to see the full patch notes, there's a link in the description down below, along with timestamps and links for sources for all of today's stories. PUBG is in the news again today, because it has to be, and Bluehole is soon adding first-person Oceanic servers for those who want to play with overseas friends with minimal ping. And we may as well stop referring to the dev as Bluehole, because the development team specifically for PUBG has split off into their own subsidiary. PUBG Corp will be the name, and does anybody remember when Brendan Green said that he didn't like us calling it PUBG? He's probably made too much money to care anymore. Oh, by the way, the game has passed 13 million copies sold. In other PUBG news, parent company Bluehole apparently is in talks with Sony to bring the game to PS4 after it launches sometime later this year. After its current success, Sony would be foolish to not have this game on their platform. Next up, in news of cool stuff, Capcom has partnered with sneaker maker Diesel and will be releasing 5 different pairs, all themed after a classic Street Fighter character. If you're not a sneaker fan and looking for something a little bit more retro, then how about the C64 Mini? It's exactly what you think it is, a Commodore 64 Mini, and it comes preloaded with 64 games. You might actually be able to get a hold of one of these, but they're not available for pre-order just yet, but they should be releasing in early 2018. Then we have some news about FIFA 18 on PC, and for those who tried to play it on launch day, found themselves completely unable to download the game at all. This wasn't an instance of the game wouldn't run, no one could have access to it. EA says that they finally have been able to fix the problem and to try again to download the game. Let me know in the comment section down below if you were affected by this or if you're still having problems. And then before we move on to the main topic today, the Runescape RuneFest has ended in disaster, with the winner of their $20,000 tournament having been disqualified for cheating. Yeah, as it turns out, Jagex frowns on people using bot farms. This wasn't the only mishap, as another team was disqualified for refusing to fight. Sorry, not sorry, but not fighting in a tournament to guarantee yourself to be one of the last people alive is against the rules. All of that being said, Jagex is taking this as a learning experience and are investigating on what to do with that $20,000 prize pool. And that brings us to our final topic this week, and let's just say it's a topic I'm gaining a lot of expertise in. If you follow my social media, then you may know how this story relates. This story comes in 2 very juxtaposing parts, and we're going to start with Bethesda saying fan criticisms do not define what they do. This comes down from the one and only Pete Hines, who says that he is also aware of the criticism over things like the Creators Club and people anticipating an Elder Scrolls 6. Now, to some degree, this has its merits. Having a game plan or a development path is necessary for direction as well as guidance to the end goal. However, that isn't to say that fan feedback can't do amazing things. Because the second part of this is Capcom, who is not some small developer, saying that they will be making changes to Dead Rising 4 based on fans' feedback. These are major changes too, like the patterns of bosses, how weapons function, as well as rewards. Also improved controller controls, more aggressive zombies. All of these things would not be possible without feedback from the community. It appears as though this issue is a double-edged sword, because you want a game developer to do their job the way they want to do it, while at the same time listening to the community and giving them what they want as long as it's within reason. Regardless of how far or which way you lean, either towards the developer or the consumer, I hope that we would all agree that communication is key, and trying to stifle that communication will not only result in bad publicity, but lower game sales. And as much as I may have a person in mind, it's their behavior I have a problem with, not necessarily the person themselves. I want to know what you think, though. How much should the developer listen to their fans? How much should the fans be receptive to the developer's vision? Let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, it's time for Monday's game releases, because I'm off for the next 2 days because I've got to try another 100-player Battle Royale style game. For PC, Forsaken Generation, The Norwood Suite, V Empire, The Kings of Darkness, Dawn of a Soul, Dungeons of Betrayal, Castle Clicker, Saku Saku, Love Blooms and the Cherry Blossoms, Crimson Memories, Huge Bang Bang, coming out on top. Whiskers is going to love that one. And Armored Kitten. For PlayStation 4, The Hunter, Call of the Wild, and for Xbox One, The Hunter, Call of the Wild. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you on Monday. And a raid member disc walks into a bar. The bartender says, "What's wrong?" The raid member says, parody error. The bartender says, "Yeah, you look a bit off." So I was hoping today would be a quiet day because, and I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna say as very little as possible. The rest of this week hasn't been good. Well, I think I can say that. Yeah, the rest of this week has not been good. Just that's all I can really say. This week has not been good. So I thought I might cheer myself up a little bit because things haven't been good, and make myself a little bit of pork. I thought I'd make myself some pork tenderloins. So earlier this week, I bought some pork tenderloins when I was not feeling well. Thought, okay, well, if anything, I'll just make them on Friday. Friday comes along, I'm making them. Everything is fine. They're actually in the kitchen right now. It's actually in the oven right now. I'm smelling it. It smells delicious. It's divine. All that part is good. That part is going to be great in about 4 hours when that shit's done cooking. However, in the meantime, the reason why the show wasn't up a little bit earlier than today, first of all, kind of dealing with some stuff, personal issues, blah, 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 feeling blasé, not want to get into it. Beyond that, though, the reason why I waited a whole hour to start filming, really an hour and a half because I had to make a freaking phone call, is because I was supposed to have a TV repairman show up today, and they were supposed to come look at my TV. When I bought my TV from a big, I don't want to even say their name because it's a big box store with a yellow sign. You probably know what it is. They use yellow and blue for their stuff. Their sign's yellow, their store's blue. You probably can figure it out, and they sell TVs. Anyway, I bought it from there, and I also bought a 5-year warranty with it because I figured, hey, well, I have the money. I don't know what will happen with a big screen TV. I've never had a big TV like this. Screw it. Buy the extra warranty. 5 years. 5 years coverage plan. I am good. Okay, cool. Last year, I ended up with a dead pixel. And I was like, crap. Well, let's get this taken in. And I called them up, and they're like, you need 7. 7 dead pixels. And I'm like, it's at least 3. God, come in anyway, check it out. And I had the guy come in, and he checked it out, and I took a picture of it and sent him the picture, and I never heard anything back. I'm guessing I didn't have enough dead pixels. Well, here we are a year later, and I have 4 clusters of dead pixels now, at least 12 dead pixels, there's another group where, there's another group of 8 to 10 that's just ready to go. They're all dimming, they're all not, there's this spot in the middle that's just not good. It's middle top, okay? Right where all the action is in a TV. If it was, where it is, it'd be right on my face. So if it's in this part of the TV, the worst place for it. If it were, down in the corner here, down in the corner there, up in this corner or something, no, it's right here. I'm not having this. I paid a lot of money for this TV. I would like to be able to watch my TV and not see little spots 5 feet away. I can see spots 5 feet away. Anyway, called them last week, Friday. Last week. I called them on Saturday or Sunday. I called them on Saturday or Sunday last week. Okay, fine. They're not open. We got another company that takes care of that. They're not open today because it's the weekend. That's all fine. You'll get a call on You'll get a call on Monday, Tuesday at the latest. I got a call on Wednesday, and they told me Friday. Okay, Friday. Morning or evening? Well, I'm not going to get up in the morning because I'm probably going to be up late playing PUBG, so evening. Fine. 1 to 6 p.m. Friday. Good. Cool. All right. Well, 6 p.m. rolled around, and Dandruff is not happy. Dandruff has been putting off work, which Dandruff gets paid for now, a decent amount, might I add. Even if it were just from YouTube, I'm getting paid, this is working out, okay? I am able to at least bring in some money to my household with this show now, finally. So this is important to me. I would like to be able to do this. Normally, if I was having such a really bad depressive day, I would just said, fuck it, I'm just going to take off. But this stuff makes money now, and hey, I get at least 30 minutes of sitting in front of a camera where I can bullshit and not feel so depressed all the time. So, yay, news cartridge. Anyway, I call them up, and I got transferred from one area to another, and I didn't say that. Fuck. Well, I'll bleep Yeah, I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it. I ain't putting their frickin' name in here. I'm gonna bleep it. I'll have to go through and yeah, I'll bleep it. I should put a tag over my face too when I bleep it. Anyway, I bleeped it. You probably know who it is now, but whatever. I call them up. They transfer me from one place to their home theater department. Home theater department's like, yeah, we see that you got a thing going on today. Let me call them up and what's going on. I get put on hold. Hello, this is the hello, this is the nerd department, if you know. And they're like, I'm like, I just was talking to you guys. They sent me to home theater. Now I'm back here. How much more of my time is going to get wasted? Turns out, and this guy was finally able to provide me the information that I was seeking, that the TV repair company was too busy today. Yeah, too busy today, and they are going to come on Tuesday. Didn't fucking tell me. So I sat around my house waiting, like just I'm just made sure my house was clean, made sure that everything. I know I got to make sure my house is clean anyway, but you gotta have company over. You go through and you tidy everything up, and you go through and you do everything. You know, if it's just me, it's like, okay, well, I'll get it all out. It'll all get out over the day. You know, that's just kind of how I do things. Over the weekends, I do all my house chores, and they get done throughout the day. You know, if this was like, okay, I got to get all this done, all of my weekly chores done now. And nothing. I gotta wait till Tuesday. Do all this all over again on Tuesday. I have no idea when they're gonna call me on Tuesday. They haven't called me to let me know. I'm done. I just want to start this weekend. I'm gonna be done. The hardest thing I gotta do is go bleep in their freaking name out of this. What else do we have on the chopping block today? I'm not gonna talk about that because we're not going to talk about today's main story because I'm afraid I'm going to go off on a tangent on something else, and we're not going anywhere near that, so I think I've said all I need to say about that. But I had heard about FIFA 18's terrible launch, and people are really, really pissed about it. And EA, downloading games is kind of what you guys do. You guys should figure that out. Figured it out on launch day, because a lot of people are now upset. So I don't know. I don't know where else to go with it. I don't know what else to say either. I wasn't on the podcast this weekend because I've been too stressed out. I'll be on it next week. I don't know what else to say. Social media links are over here, everybody. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see the things I tweet. Come follow me on Twitch. Hopefully I'll be streaming this weekend. And hit that Patreon link if you really like me, and I will like you too. Click over here to subscribe to my channel. Click over here to watch yesterday's episode, which is about... Did I not put it in there? I did put it in here. It's about Shapeways and Valve partnering up to sell 3D printed merchandise created by fans, and fans will actually be able to profit from it too. Sounds like a great program. Bye, everybody. See you on Monday. Go play some games.